Hey everyone, today I'm diving into one of the fundamental principles of electronics that sounds a bit intimidating, but is actually super straightforward once you get the hang of it. I'm talking about Ohm's law. So what exactly is Ohm's law? Let's break it down. Ohm's law is a way to measure how electricity flows through a circuit. It's like figuring out how much water flows through a hose by looking at how wide the hose is and how hard you're pressing the water through. In the world of electronics, we use Ohm's law to find out the relationship between voltage, current, and resistance. Let's start with the basics. Voltage is like the pressure pushing the water through that hose, which in electronics we measure in volts. Current is the flow of electricity itself, measured in amperes, often just called amps. And resistance, that's anything that slows down the flow of electricity, measured in ohms. So how does Ohm's law tie all these together? It's pretty simple. The current in a circuit equals the voltage divided by the resistance. In equation form, that's I equals sign VIR, where I stands for current, V for voltage, and R for resistance. Let's try an example to see this in action. Imagine you have a circuit with a voltage of 12 volts and a resistance of 2 ohms. According to Ohm's law, the current would be 12 volts divided by 2 ohms, which equals 6 amps. This means 6 amps of current flows through the circuit. Easy, right? Now, why is this useful? Well, understanding Ohm's law helps you build and troubleshoot electronic devices safely and effectively. Say you're designing a circuit for a project. Knowing the voltage and resistance, you can determine what size of current will safely flow without overheating the circuit. Or maybe you're troubleshooting a device that's not working right. By measuring the voltage and resistance, you can use Ohm's law to check if the current is what it should be. If the numbers don't add up, you might have found the problem. And there you have it, Ohm's law in a nutshell. It's a fundamental tool in electronics that helps us understand and manipulate the flow of electricity. Whether you're a budding engineer or just curious about how things work, mastering Ohm's law will definitely amp up your electronics game. Thanks for tuning in, and don't forget to experiment with different voltages and resistances on your own to see Ohm's law in action. Until next time, keep exploring and stay curious.